dolphin. Good girl. Go get the dolphin. So we're out of here. We're leaving the Brisbane River. We've been tied up in here for the last 6 months on our mooring in the city reach. So we're taking 6 months off and seeing if we can get up to Lizard Island, up the east coast of Australia. It's 2 or 3 months to get up there if we make it. And yeah, this is just a movie on how the trip goes and what we do along the way. And how to go sailing on a budget. We're going to try and live on about $200 a week instead of $2,000, which most people seem to spend. So if that interests you, this is the channel to watch.
Gateway Bridge. We were at the Story Bridge and now
Early start, catch the run out tide, but as fate would have it, we're fogged in, which is a very rare thing. It doesn't happen very often, maybe once or twice a year. So we've left in a couple of hours and we've got the last of the run out because it runs pretty hard here in the Brisbane River. When you're in a boat that motors at 5-6 knots and you've got 2-3 knots of tide running, go with it, you're going at 8 knots. You go against it, you're going at 3 knots. So it makes a big difference. And how things work here in the Brisbane River is down there behind us is the Gateway Bridge. And upstream of the Gateway Bridge, you're supposed to have your radio on down all 13 for all the ferries and the city cats. This side of the Gateway, downstream of the Gateway, you're supposed to be on channel 12. Now we're moving into the harbour. Lots of big ships like this are moving around. And these guys can't stop and they can't turn. And they get very upset if you get in their way. So we have a VHF radio downstairs tuned to channel 12, and I also have a handheld one. This was only a $100 radio, but it's all you need. So if we get in the way of one of these guys or they want to talk to us, they'll call us on channel 12 and we can talk about what they want us to do. If they can't get you on channel 12, then they'll try you on channel 16. If they can't get you on channel 16 and you're giving them a hard time, they'll call the water police and they'll come get arrested. So,
all ships or traffic, good morning Brisbane media. Have a slow speed, no wash for the Ampol products berth. Slow speed, no wash, no power wash, Ampol products berth. Maintenance being done there. Brisbane media, yeah.
So there you go. If you're on channel 12, you get to hear all the information of what's going on and who's moving around. We try very hard to stay out of everybody's way. But half the time I get down there, everybody's moving at the same time. It just turns into a stressful mess. But yeah.
And they're a lot bigger than us, aren't they?
Yeah, they can't stop and they can't turn, so you really have to have it together a little bit and make sure you've got a radio on and a radio you can get to, so if there's something going on, you know what's happening. Anyway, we'll see what happens and we'll chug along. Today's trip is just out the river and off to Redcliffe, where we're going to hide for the day, dive over the side, check our anodes on our boat, on our hooker system, check out a few things under the water because we haven't moved for a long time. So yeah, if you've got a little hooker system, you don't need scuba tanks and you don't need to spend $1,000 slipping your boat to look underneath it. So we'll talk about that later. To stop, the fog is so thick we can't see anything. We don't have AIS on board, which is a positioning system so the ships can see us. So there's a big ship coming into the Brisbane River. I can hear his fog call going, so we've decided just to anchor in the shallow water and stay out of harm's way. We're going to miss the tide, but better safe than sorry. So as you can see, the visibility is down to a couple of 100 feet, so it's like a nice day in England.
Nice.
So we'll sit here for a while until the ship comes through and the fog lifts a bit, and then we'll take off again. Right, so we've anchored in shallow water. It's only 11 feet deep, so even though we're in the harbour area, a ship can't get to us even if he wants to. So it's a nice safe spot to stop for however long we need to stop until this fog clears out. So we're out of harm's way. He wouldn't like us floating around out there with no AIS.
What's AIS mean?
It's a positioning system that works through your VHF radio, and if you have a transmitter and a receiver, you can actually see all the ships moving. You know who they are, which way they're going, and their names and everything, and it comes up on your computer screen. It's a very good system, and we haven't been cruising for quite a while now, so I've never bothered to get it, but in conditions like this, it's probably something we should look at investing in, because at night it just means these guys know where that we are, because they can't see us. A small yacht at night, open ocean, these guys can get within a couple of miles of you and not see you, so you won't even come up on their radar sometimes. But if you've got AIS running, so you're on your screen 20 miles out, so we might have to, put our hand in our pocket and get something like that. So if we were leaving here at the moment and I had AIS on, all the ships would be coming up on my computer screen. I'd know exactly where they were. It wouldn't show me dinghies and small boats, but it would show me the big boys. There's a fire over there.
Here we are. How nice has today turned out? Actually heading into Redcliffe. The fog has lifted. It's quite sparkly and blue. Sandy's excited.